Good evening, I'm Shamika Neely. Cummins is expanding its Seymour plant and plans to create up to 290 new jobs. Governor Mitch Daniels joined Cummins officials this morning as they announced the expansion. According to a press release, Cummins will invest $219 million in the expansion. That money will cover the cost of adding a new warehouse, an office building, and additional infrastructure. Cummins currently employs 525 people at its Seymour plant. The new jobs are expected to be added by 2015. Cummins has also recently expanded in Columbus, where the company is headquartered. All registered voters should have received a bright yellow voter card last week from the Monroe County Election Board. The message on the card reads, "Bring this card to the polls," has caused confusion among voters. Voters were concerned that they would not be able to vote unless they have this card. Monroe County Clerk Linda Robbins says this is not the case. The card contains the voters' new polling location as well as their new precinct location. The Indiana Department of Natural Resources has implemented new restrictions on bringing firewood into state parks and recreation areas. As WTIU's Dan Goldblatt explains, state officials are worried that invasive species that can live in wood.
For the past several seasons, the Department of Natural Resources has restricted firewood from certain counties from entering state parks. Now, because of threats from invasive species such as the emerald ash borer, the Asian longhorn beetle, gypsy moths, and many others, no firewood may be brought into any state recreation area unless the bark has been removed. Brown County State Park Property Manager Doug Baird says the new restrictions are in place at all state parks, recreation areas, forests, reservoirs, and fish and wildlife areas.
We realize that everybody that comes camping wants to have campfires, and we sure don't want to discourage them from doing so. We just ask that they plan ahead and bring firewood that is compliant with the DNR policy.
Firewood purchased at a retail location, such as a campground or convenience store, can be brought in as long as it bears a USDA quarantine compliance stamp. For WTIU News, I'm Dan Goldblatt.
A look at your weather. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the lower 40s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers and isolated thunderstorms, highs in the lower 70s. Tomorrow night, rainstorms, likely a chance of thunderstorms.